now on the second page. Okay, now we are no longer simplifying. We are actually trying to make something the subject. Okay, we want to manipulate the algebraic expression so that a certain term becomes the subject. So in this case, the one in the bracket is u. Since we want to make u the subject, anything that is furthest away from you, we need to shift to the other side. So the furthest away from you is the one downstairs, isn't it? Divide by 2a. This whole division bar, divide by 2a, bring over becomes multiply. Right, now I want you to make the subject. If I were to shift v square on the other side, I will get a negative u square. I don't fancy negative, so I'll bring the u this side, the 2as on the other side. Or yeah, so becomes positive u square. So I get 2as plus u square equals to v square. The 2as I bring to the other side. So I get a positive u square, which is better. So to remove the square sign, we need to square root both sides. So I get this. Okay. Second question, I want to make g the subject. Because g is inside the square root, so I remove anything outside first. So 2 times pi times square root L over g, times, right? You bring over becomes divide. Now, second thing I want to remove is the square root. To remove square root, I need to introduce square on both sides. I square both sides. So square and square root cancel off each other, I get that. Now from here I move on to this part. So I want to make g the subject. It's the denominator, isn't it? So if I were to expand this to make it clearer, L over g. Now this is actually 4 pi squared. If you do not like brackets and you think it's very confusing, you can always expand. The square belongs to the 2, the square belongs to the pi, so 4 pi squared Lg. Because I want to make g the numerator, right, we flip everything over. From here, I think you can already guess. I want to make g the subject, I need to bring over the L. Divide by L, bring over, it becomes times L. I am sure that some of you have your own method of finding or making g alone. There's so many other methods to do it. Either way, as long as you get this as the final answer, it's alright. Alright, about finding the value and substituting in the values is quite simple. Just put 4 inside. X is 4, y is -1. Then you go and press the calculator, which is quite simple. And you just press. Okay, I don't have to go through that. Make sure you put in the brackets where it's needed. Okay, given that x squared minus y squared is 16 and x minus y equals to 8. This one looks familiar, isn't it? It's the special products. So x squared minus y squared equals to 16. X squared minus y squared also can be written as x plus y, x minus y equals to 16. But they say that x minus y is 8. So they're saying that this thing is 8. So let's rewrite that. So this is 8, right? Instead of putting 8 at the back, I prefer to write 8 in front. Ta-da! So what's the value of x plus y? 8 bring over. 16 divided by 8 is equals to 2.